Most humiliating NBA moments ever. Humiliation happens to the best of us, even NBA players. In today's video, we're gonna be talking about all about the most humiliating moments in NBA history. Be sure to stick around until the end of the video to find out about an embarrassing play that literally changed the course of the NBA Finals. The first clip that we have to talk about is the time Lauri Markkanen humiliated Steph Curry. Curry tried to put the moves on Lauri out on the perimeter before driving to the rim to attempt to score one of those overhanded floaters. There was just one major problem in the plan though. He had a severe height difference and his defender knew it was coming. Not only did Lauri jump in front of Steph to defend the shot, but he swatted it away and right back into the face of a falling Curry. That's right, it literally got blocked right into the face while falling down. What better way to keep this going than to show an embarrassing moment from a player just as popular and famous as Steph Curry, LeBron James. During his first year with the Los Angeles Lakers, James was taking on the Denver Nuggets. They were down by double digits with just over 2 minutes left, and James knew that every bucket counted. He let the inbounds pass roll all the way up to the floor to save as much time as possible. Once again though, there was a slight flaw in his plan. He never chose to pick it up. As weird as it sounds, LeBron just stared at it while it got to the three-point line on the other end. Almost instantly, his defender just launched forward and pressured James, who would knocking it out off bounds on accident. Come on, LeBron, you literally had all day to at least try to pick it up. Next, we have the time DeMarcus Cousins had a stroke right in the middle of the court. Not actually, but there just didn't seem to be any other excuse for what transpired on this play. The New Orleans Pelicans were going up against the New York Knicks. Cousins was playing his usual guard/center role and took the ball up the court. He was looking to pass it up to Anthony Davis, who wanted to just set a screen up front. Cousins must have seen the screen too late because he just awkwardly bounced the ball 1 foot in front of him as a bounce pass. I mean, if Davis was right there, it wouldn't have mattered. Instead, it was 2 Knicks players that were standing right in front of him who instantly stole the ball and charged down the court. Oh, and you thought that was all. Enes Kanter rolled down the court and postered Cousins on the other end. I can't imagine watching this play on film the next day. Anybody that has played basketball in the past knows exactly how humiliating it is to get knocked over for a traveling violation. That feeling of everybody yelling out that you traveled just to get the whistle blown on you right after is indescribable. Well, Russell Westbrook unfortunately felt this pain himself on the Oklahoma City Thunders. During a game with the Golden State Warriors, Russ took the ball into play. He was directing a play all the way to the other side of the court and setting people up. It was about everything you would expect a point guard and leader to be doing at this stage. However, Russ wasn't paying much attention on how he was moving up the court because the guy literally just started walking up while holding onto the basketball. Everybody on the Golden State, including Kevin Durant, was screaming for a travel, while Russ just stood there absolutely dumbfounded. Poor guy. If only he knew how obvious this one looked. Don't worry, Russ, Steph lands on this list once again. Ironically, the best shooter to ever exist has suffered some of his most humiliating moments when shooting the basketball. The play starts off embarrassing with Kyle Kuzma just throwing the basketball right at Curry on defense. Side note, I have no idea what in the world he was expecting to accomplish with this pass, but nevertheless, Curry sprints down the floor for the easiest 2 points of his life. As he was to rise up for the layup, he slipped and fell right on his back while the ball started to roll towards the corner. His incredible teammate Andre Iguodala was right behind him and he grabbed the ball, handed it back to Steph, and guarded him with a screen to get him wide open in the corner. You could also feel the stadium groan with the thought that he would drill the triple. It went a little different than that though. He wound up missing everything on the shot. A massive airball. 2 humiliating moments in a matter of 2 seconds has to be a new record. Moving into the time the Houston Rockets couldn't convert on a fast break attempt against the New York Knicks. A missed shot saw it get rebounded and bounce around the court a little bit before Sam Dekker jumped the lane and stole the ball off the court for the Rockets. He flew down the court to extend the team's lead to 11 points, but something went wrong as he got right up to the paint on the other end. he slipped right before going up and lost possession of the ball, watching it go out of bounds. The worst part, the ball only bounced out of play because it hit him right in the face as he was falling onto his knees. See, Dekker isn't one of these established superstars like Steph and LeBron who are known for great things. This is a play that sticks with Dekker to this day, making it all the more embarrassing. If I were a Rockets fan, I would just look away at this point, because next we have the time PJ Tucker forgot that he was still out there playing basketball. The Knicks sank a free throw to bring the score to 3 points with under a minute left in the game. Eric Gordon grabbed the ball and inbounded it to Tucker, who was standing right in front of him. The hope was that he would pass it up to James Harden and get the possession underway. Instead, Tucker backed away from the ball and stared at it like it was on fire. He stared at it so long, and with such confirmation that even the Knicks players around him didn't know that it was fair play. Eventually, everybody must have heard Gordon screaming at him to grab it, because the defender snagged it up and scored instantly afterwards. I can't even begin to imagine how the next huddle went on the sidelines between them. As humiliating as that one was, there always has to be one that's just a little bit worse. In the case of Brandon Knight, he was a lot worse. The Los Angeles Clippers were dominating the Detroit Pistons in this game late in the second quarter. Everything was going their way, and Knight attempted to try and swing momentum by stepping in front of an attempted lob pass. Chris Paul tossed it straight up to DeAndre Jordan, and Knight just got crushed. He was tossed down hard on his back while Jordan threw it down with such ferocity that everybody would be shocked. I mean, not only did Knight get jammed on like this, but Jordan basically stepped over him while the crowd erupted in cheer. I don't think I'd be able to show my face around there for at least a few weeks for it to blow over. Then finally we come to the absolute worst, most excruciating, humiliating play of them all. In Game 1 of the NBA Finals, with the Cleveland Cavaliers taking on the Golden State Warriors, J.R. Smith just forgot the score of the game. With the score tied at 107 and George Hill missing a free throw with 4 seconds left, Smith grabbed the rebound for the Cavaliers. Instead of just putting up a shot to try and ice the game right then and there, Smith ran out to the three-point line as the clock just wound up running out for them, sending it into overtime. The worst part was that the game was iced at that point, with the Warriors just rolling over Cleveland in the off-season to take Game 1 at home and eventually go on to sweep them without much problem. Just imagine how difficult the series could have been if the Cavaliers stole Game 1 on the road in this NBA Finals series. The entire momentum could have shifted in their direction. That does it on this video regarding the most humiliating plays that have ever happened in NBA history. Make sure to ring the notification bell and smash that subscribe button so that you never miss another one of our videos. Thank you all so much for watching, and be sure to leave a comment down below if you think that there was a humiliating moment that we missed.